Yo, Big C in the house. You know the name. Fin Posse Podcast. Changing the game. Fins up high. Feel the aqua and orange. Miami Heat blazing. We scorching the floor. Marino the tour. We stacking the saga. Legacy deep, call it football nirvana. Big C, break it down, got the stats in his veins. Play-by-play knowledge like he's calling the chains. Fins flying on the field, opponents feel the blast. Tyreek cheetah speed, leaving DBs in the past. Waddle with the wiggle, defense with the clamp. Aqua drip so clean, whole squad's the champ. Tune in, Big C, got the mic on lock. Fin Posse Podcast, it's the cream of the crop. Breaking news, hot takes, repping the block. For the Dolphin faithful, it's the one-stop shop. Fin Posse. We the voice of the fans. Miami stand tall, got the world in our hands. Best podcast, yo, ain't no debate. Big C, big vibes, setting it straight. Defense smash, call it aqua tsunami. X locking routes like a South Beach Armani. O-line holding strong, trenches like a fortress. Big C dissected, no stack goes dormant.
Try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, heard it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep on this evening. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they drag the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds, they can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me.
What up, Fin fans? Welcome to another episode of the Fin Posse Podcast. I thought I had this fixed, this camera view, but I'm going to have to make another switch to it. It won't let me do it while it's live. So we got to go for it with one more day of you seeing a super close-up of my ugly mug. But it is what it is. We'll get through it. It still feels good, baby. The Miami Dolphins, just a couple days removed of putting a beat down on them raggly-taggly Buffalo Bills. You know, them Buffalo Bills fans, they were out in full force at Hard Rock Stadium, which they typically do. You know, there is a lot of Buffalo fans down in South Florida just because, you know, New Yorkers, what they do is they get old, they get older, and they retire to Florida. They're done with the cold weather. They move down south, and, you know, you have this overwhelming amount of Bills fans down in South Florida. So it definitely sucks when they try to take over Hard Rock Stadium. I will give it to Bills fans. They are a rowdy bunch. They do love their football team, but shut the hell up, you Bills fans this week. I don't want to hear your talking. Oh, this was your Super Bowl. This was your Super. Listen, I don't want to hear a team that's never won a Super Bowl talk about Super Bowls. And I know that our Super Bowls were a long, long time ago. A long, long time ago. But they're still in the history books. We still got championships under our name. There's still Lombardi trophies in our building. So it is what it is. I'm still super pumped over the win. I'm feeling good still. Now, even though I feel so good about this win, I got to look to the future, and I got to see what the future beholds of this franchise. Because there's more important things than beating the Buffalo Bills. Although beating the Buffalo Bills was high on our priority list, right? You couldn't win the division without beating the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, we're not winning the division this year, but it was a step in the right direction, a step that we haven't seen in multiple years. We haven't beat the Bills in multiple years. And, we've played them 3 times, 2 times a year at the very least. They've been our daddy. You know what I mean? So it was nice to get that win. But what's next? What's next? Right now we're sitting pretty close to that top of that draft. We're sitting pretty close to the top of the draft. The conversation needs to begin. What direction do we go in the draft? Now, I know everybody's going to say quarterback. And I get it. I agree to a point that, the Tua Tagovailoa experiment feels like it's ran its course. I'm ready to see something new at this point, but I do not want to force a quarterback. The Jets are going to be in line for a quarterback. The Saints possibly, even though they spent a second round pick last year on a quarterback. The Cleveland Browns, even though they invested in Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders, they're going to, there's multiple teams still going to be looking at the quarterback position. And I don't want to draft the 4th best, 5th best quarterback who is really a 3rd round talent, but we're so hungry and so thirsty to get a quarterback that we take a 3rd round talent, a 4th round talent in the top 7 picks. That would be a huge mistake for this franchise. A huge mistake for this franchise. And, I think there's other directions we can go. We're not going to be a Super Bowl team next year. So, you just got to buckle in and realize that. You got to realize that we're not going to be a Super Bowl team next year. We're not going to be competing for a Super Bowl next year. And I've came to grips with that. You know what I mean? I've came to the understanding that that's not what should be done. And Raphael, I don't believe Kenneth Grant was a stretch at where we drafted him. I don't believe that. Would we have loved him to come out and played better football at the beginning of the season? Yes. But I wholeheartedly believe that Kenneth Grant will be every bit of the player that Christian Wilkinson was. I feel like he'll be better than Christian Wilkins. Do you feel like Christian Wilkins was a reach by the time everything was said and done? You know what I mean? Some of these kids take more time than others. Some of the kids take more time than others. You can't get to see the like button. Like, I don't know what's going on, man. I'm about to. You guys want to bear with me? I'm going to just cross this one out and create a new live stream. It'd take 3 minutes at most. All right. So I'm going to end this broadcast and I'm going to create a new one real quick and see if that fixes the problems. Okay. Give me 3 minutes.